tonight with the first live stream on Sosnovka, which I did promise you guys last night. So away we go. So this is going to be the first episode of many to come. So first things first, the only field we have got grown at the moment is this one here. So we will jump into our case axial flow, and first things first, we've got to get this thing unfolded. We've got straw swath on. We will disable this on this field because I have got something I do want to show you guys tonight. It is quite an interesting little thing, but we will come to that a bit nearer to the time. So I hope you're doing well, guys. Oh, just missing a little bit there, so we'll just come back a little bit. There's the header up on this. Like I said in the previous episode, we did cheat a little bit of money, but from now on, like I was saying, we will be working hard for our money from now on. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run to the end of this first pass, and then we'll hire a worker. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to nip quickly to the shop and pick up one of the weeders. I'm sure you've seen them in the game. So we'll leave the contractor cracking on with that. We'll just run across to one of our tractors. I think if we pick up, if we jump into this case here, that should do us. Just lift the we'll just lower that spreader before we drop it off. So let's head to the shop, guys. I do like the engine noises on this new game. They do sound a lot better. Roar of the engine under the hub. As you can see, we've got £714,000 in the bank. So we'll just park this just here, just for the minute, and let's go into shop. So where are the weeders? Here we go. So if we purchase this here, it's £34,000. So we can live with that. There is no upgrades on this, so we'll get that bought. What's inside the shop? Just gonna alter that front fork. Get this connected on. Now we have got this save game on 3 fertilised states. We've also got it on the ploughing, so that needs to be done every 3 harvests, I'm led to believe. So we will just run this back to that field. Hopefully that car's going to get out of our way. Pass him on the inside. Why not? Bring this across to here. Now, hopefully, this is going to work, he says. So we'll unfold that weeder. Straighten up just a little bit. Yeah, that's not too bad. So we'll lower that down. Now, if you can see, I don't know if you guys can see that. If you look, the soil is slightly darker colour. So when you are using the weeder, the first time you are actually fertilising. So that is 1 fertilising state done already. You can probably see the texture of the soil changing there. So all we have paid for there is the outlay on the weeder. So we are saving on fertiliser. That's not costing us any money. And then once we have got this planted with the cultivator, with the seeder, and then once we have got our first growth, if we run over with the weeder again, that will be the second fertilised state. And then if we run over when it's almost fully grown, just quickly with the fertilised spreader, then that will be our 3rd fertilisation stage. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I thought you might be quite interested in that. Just a handy little tip to bear in mind. It will save you some money in the long run. So that's always good, because as you all know, the money in this game is a lot harder to earn, with them nerfing the silage prices and things like that. I'm just wondering if he's got his beacons on. It was almost full. It seems to be okay. The working width on this thing is quite decent. It shouldn't take us too long to do this first field. I'm just wondering, once we get to the end of this pass, I may just nip and get that Massey Ferguson, so we can hitch it up to that trailer there, so we can get him offloaded. I'm not too sure if he will get the whole of that corn in that tank. So we will just leave this here just for the minute, and we'll just teleport through quickly. It's not something I do like doing. the... Oh! Watch that. Watch that stanchion on the barn. Oh dear. Hopefully we've not done too much damage to the Massey Ferguson. We don't want any big repair bills. So we'll just spin round and get this attached on here. Thought for a minute, guys, that wasn't going to attach to that tractor. Thankfully it did. Now I may just wait for him to come back down the field so we don't have to run into the crop. Field hasn't taken him long at all. There's a decent working width on that header. As you can see there, just directly across from us, we have got the soya bean growing. So hopefully that won't be too far off needing to be harvested in the not too distant future. Hopefully the auger will, I was just about to say, hopefully the auger will go over this trailer. It has done without too many issues, which is all good. It will be interesting to see what kind of yield we do get off this field. I'm not expecting a huge amount. Thinking we're probably going to get about 10,000 litres, somewhere in the region of that. I'm just going to have a look, guys, at if this needs actually ploughing. Yes, it does. Right. Yeah, that is a... Yeah, it's not an issue as such. But we have pulled the weeds out, or almost, should I say. So if we get this corn dumped into the silos, just going to run to the end of the field here. I'm just going to quickly lower the vehicle volume. That trailer, well, we might as well go and put this into the silos. Now we can drop this trailer off and we can attach that 6-foot plough onto this Massey Ferguson. And we can set a worker off ploughing that field for us. Right. So I think we'll leave this trailer in the main yard. Just run through the silage pit. So we can leave that there. We can pick up this plough that's in here, because it is a job that is quite important now in FS17, doing the ploughing to keep the yields up. Is that plough the correct way, or do we need to turn it? No, I think we're pretty much pretty good at that. Let's have a look, see what we're like. Yeah, we're fine at that. So if I hire a worker to do that for us, and then we can run back and carry on with this weeder. We will just move the case combine out the way. Because that engine is still running on that thing, burning precious diesel. So we may as well move this thing across to field 23 here, ready for when we are ready to do the soybean harvest. Hopefully that should be ready before much longer. It does look like it's got a decent growth on it. He seems to be doing okay, although he's missing a few bits. Yeah, you are missing quite a few bits actually. But once he has done, we can run up and down the headlands with a plough, so it's not too much of an issue. So let's finish pulling the weeds out of this field. So yeah, I hope you do like this little tip, guys. It should save you some money, like I was saying. Because I do know that things aren't easy in this game when you do get going. If I could save you guys some money on your maps, all the better. I do like to help out where I can. And if I can test it on this map, then even better. So if there is anything you guys would like to see on either of the Sosnovka maps or the Goldcrest Valley map, then do leave a comment in the comment section below and we will see what we can do. How's it doing on that ploughing over there? Yeah, he seems happy enough, doesn't he? This job is nearly finished. So just lift that up. We're going to get the last little stretching down here. Yeah, I think so. I know I could have left the straw swath on the combine, but like I said, I did want to show you this little nifty little trick. So next time we can leave the straw swath on. We have got the Bergman forage trailer, so we can pick that up and we can sell that straw. Like I say, I do like them. I do like them weeders. They are. It's quite a nifty little bit of kit. Just getting a little bit of lag there, but as you can see, these little bits is missing here. But if you do look at the soil texture, you can see that the weeder has paid off. It is a lot darker, so he is ploughing the fertilizer into the ground. So that will aid, of course, germination of the next seed that we are going to put in. In fact, what we might do, we may drop this off over at the far barn over here, because we have got our Verdestad seeder here. Just spin the camera angle round a little better. Something like that. Now, a couple of you guys said last night I did buy all these front loaders, as you can see, because I wasn't aware that on Sosnovka you can actually fill these things with the seed at the farm. I was under the impression it was like the pallets that you do have to buy on Goldcrest Valley. So thank you very much for that little tip. So let's see how much this is gonna cost us. So you can just see the, don't know if you can see that, the seed filling up into the seed drill there. So yeah, I wasn't aware of that fact, guys, so thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. I'm sure these front loaders will come in for something somewhere down the line. Maybe when we do the round bales, something like that, we could probably put a round bale spike on, or a bucket on for when we need to clean the cattle out or the sheep. Like I said, that will all come in due course. So what shall we put in here, guys? I think what we'll put in, we'll put a soya bean in, I think. That is quite a high return on your money. It shouldn't take us too long to get this field done. It isn't a massive field. Oh, taking that a little bit too wide. Let's just straighten the drill up. That's it. It has been more of a ploughing and seeding episode as this one tonight. I am going to try and get Goldcrest Valley up to some kind of speed. We didn't do any type of glitches on that map. We are doing that all through hard work, doing the missions and things like that. But I am actually on holiday next week, so I should be able to put quite a few hours into that map. And get it up, like I said, get it up to some kind of speed. But I have heard on the grapevine, how much truth is in it, I'm not too sure. But I have heard, I don't know if you have seen, oh dear, not concentrating there. I don't know if you have seen, but there is supposed to be Knaveswell Farm Extended. Now if you've not heard of this, it is on YouTube. It is a small British map in Dorset. So once that does come onto the mod hub on the PS4, we will be downloading that modded map. So I will be able to show you guys around that map. I'm sure many of you will be downloading it, because I know a lot of you have been wanting British maps. I know I certainly have. The turning on this tractor isn't the best. As you can see, I am overrunning. We are having to run into the field slightly and then reverse back. How is it doing though with that ploughing? Can't really see through the trees. Should be okay, shouldn't be. We haven't had any kind of warnings up that the helper is blocked or anything like that. So that is always a that's always a good sign. Like I say, I will do on this field like we did on the previous field. Once we get the first growth stage, we will bring the weeder across and pull the weeds out, because that way that will be then the second fertilization stage. Just run into the field again. We are slightly overseeding, but it's not too much of an issue. This is a very strange shaped field, is this field 14. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to run down this far side, I think, and then if we run back up, this tractor is pulling the seeder without any issues. It should be. We did upgrade the engine size on it, so seems to be a bit better, that. Of course, this is how you would actually seed a field in real life. Or the little bit of seeding that I have done in real life is the way I would do it. Up the field, turn round, and then back down. So I'm hoping that we will get all this in the pass back up the field. Looking at the width of the cedar, I would have thought we probably will do without too many issues. At least that's another crop in the ground for us, which will bring the income into the farm. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of episodes coming up, guys, on all types of different maps. Obviously, like I'm saying, we have got this Sosnovka map. This is obviously episode 1 of many. We have got the Goldcrest Valley map, and hopefully, if the rumours are true, we will also have a British map coming up to play on. So plenty to keep us busy. Let's just run across, see how he's doing. Yeah, he's not doing too bad a job. I know he's missing these little bits here, but we can plough those in once he has done. So yeah, all good. Just see him turn round. So I think, guys, for this episode I will leave it there. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do. Like I said, there's going to be lots of content coming up. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Cheers, guys. See you later. Ta-da.